Yep, you're live.
Morning.
Morning, Jeannie.
Michelle from
Limitless Healing Angels. All right.
Hey, we did it.
Doesn't
So-
happen very often.
Sorry for no notice for the live, but we figure it's just easier this way. And I like it better. It's more fun, I think, to do it live. So
It's better to be spontaneous because life.
this is. Yep.
Life happens.
I agree. Yeah. So this is our weekly card reading for February 25th to March 3rd. And I was having a little trouble with that in 2021. So I'm having a little trouble with that this morning because I can't fathom that it's already going to be March. So
I know.
like it's crazy. So
It went really fast.
I'm trying to get out of the habit of saying, God, it's already this, or time's going by. I'm trying to back myself up out of that because like I think we all say that so much. We're creating that energy. So of time just speeding up and flying past us. And
Oh, yeah.
I
Definitely.
want things to slow down just a smidge.
Just-
I don't know about anybody else, but I'm sure in that mode. So, but I hope everybody had a great week. I hope everything went well for you. Many blessings coming your way. So
yes.
yeah, so we're gonna get started with our reading. So I've been watching a lot of astrology videos this week, and there's been just so many conjunctions, going on, and so much activity with the planets. It's just going to be amazing. And I'm pretty sure the one thing I've missed, I'm pretty sure I don't hear a lot about it for some reason, and that's unusual, is Mercury retrograde. I think I'm still in it until like the 9th or something.
I thought it was coming out like this week.
Is it? God, I hope so.
I
Because
think it's coming
my
out.
mind, that's my ruling planet as a Gemini, and so, man, it's like kind of effective. It didn't bother me, until the last few days, and it's just like a blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, and then there is a full moon this week too, on the 27th, 28th, depending on where you're at. So a lot of stuff going on. So precious time.
Oh my God!
The fairy of time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. Look at that. So, just like we're talking about, we got to stop saying that time is slipping away from us and enjoy every little bit of moment. Every little bit of moment.
Every little bit of moment.
Yes. And then manifestation. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation step 1. There's a lot of yellow in this card. So, get into your solar plexus and start manifesting what you want. And like she said, we can just stop saying that time's just speeding up and slipping away.
We're manifesting that energy. And I, for one, am not ready to be, 60, 70, 80. Like, I want things to slow down a little bit. I want to enjoy life more. I want to stop focusing on how fast things are going by. So this one was calling to me. And when I said, well, if it comes around again and it shows its head, I'm going to pick it out because it called me and it didn't pop out. And usually I wait till they present themselves some way or another. So this morning it was, and it's perfect. It's in alignment with what Jeannie said. So it's about manifesting. The ocean of life is lavish with its abundance. All my needs and desires are met before I even ask. My good comes from everywhere and everyone and everything. There is plenty for everyone, including me. That's your affirmation. So this is all about manifesting energy. Where's your other one? Where'd it go? Oh,
right here.
Manifesting.
Because that one kept going, so I put it in the middle. I put it in the middle.
So it's all about manifesting all the good and just having faith and knowing that good things are on its way for you.
Right.
Ooh,
and then friendship pops out. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So, that goes right along with that. You have friends for a reason, and they're there to help you, in the good times and the bad. So just remember that your friends are there for you. And that also, that could be other dimensions, other your angelic world. Those are all your friends, your guides. Because all this purple, that's what comes to me is open up to that. There's an abundance of that.
So this card, I believe, is for later, so I'm going to leave this over here. It's not quite yet, but the message I'm getting from these cards, these three popped out together, and it's the Trickster card presented itself first. So I feel there's some deceit going on, and the white, the purity. I keep hearing purity, and so in that, I keep hearing you're responsible for purifying that energy of deceit. Okay, so don't allow somebody to be deceitful to you this week, or any time in your life. But the energy this week is specific as far as purifying whatever energies are coming in. And it's all about that having faith. Focus on the good. Don't focus on the negative. So I keep hearing like somebody's going to be presenting false information to you. And it's about communication, all the energies. And so these cards are all these blues and greens. So it's about you purifying it. Don't take it to heart. Purify what's coming through. Filter it through your heart and say, does this feel right? Is this truth? Is this something I'm willing to accept, or should I look for something different? And communicate that. It's important to communicate, like, I don't accept this. You don't have to communicate it necessarily to the person that's presenting it to you, but you do have to communicate it to the universe. You do have to say, you know what? I don't believe that that's true. It doesn't feel right to me. I don't accept that. You are in charge of that. And so that's what I mean about you in charge of purifying it. Filter it through your heart center and let that message come to you. Accept what you want from it, or don't accept it at all. And so a lot of it's going to be very emotional kind of energy. It's the great mystery and the spirit of water, but it's going to be a lot of emotional energy. It's all heart related and balancing that. So be mindful of that this week. I'm not sure what's coming up specifically for you. Depends on your situation. This is not an individual reading, so there's a lot of different energies coming in. So take what you can from it.
Since this one just flew out, I'm gonna say what I want to say, but I'm gonna read this one first. Bear, use power with wisdom. So I feel like, because that goes with every aspect of life. You don't buy into the whole 3D world. Don't buy into it. Believe. Tune into your heart and your solar plexus and see what's true to yourself, and speak that to the universe. And you can speak it to other people, but you don't have to. That's where you want to use your wisdom. There, is it beneficial for you to say, that's not true, or is that just they're stuck in that muck and you don't want to get dragged into that? So you might want to just let it go. So, just get into your heart space and your solar plexus and know the truth for yourself and what you feel. And then, use the wisdom. And if if it's going to fall upon deaf ears, or it's going to stir up a whole bunch of other drama, then it's sometimes best just to, live in your own heart and not worry about other people's issues.
Yeah, I keep feeling like that. I keep hearing, don't own it, don't own it. So if there's somebody being really negative to you, really detrimental to your, trying to break your spirit, like narcissistic kind of tendencies, don't own that. That's not you. So that's all that solar plexus energy again, and I think the energies this week are definitely between the solar plexus and the heart, just trying to actually in the throat. So it's from here to your solar plexus, just kind of balancing that out. And trying
and you look at all the colors and all these.
Oh, wow. Oh, what's that last one?
Snake.
Oh, there you go.
So all three of these came out together. It says ladybird. I call them ladybugs, but I guess it depends on where you're at. Accept happiness and good fortune. And there you go with the, so like you see all this yellow. So like you're tuned into your solar plexus, and then you have your heart and your green and your blue all like spiraled. So they're wrapped together. So once you get into your heart, your solar plexus and your heart space and your throat, then you'll just be able to communicate from a place of love instead of, out of anger or hatred. And then the gray squirrel, which came out next, is like that solar plex and that heart space is really lit up, and so is her I'm gonna say her third eye, and all that yellow and pink coming down. So definitely solar plexus, and then the heart. A lot of that. So find new ways to solve problems. And then the snake came out. All three of these came out together. Snake, live according to your divine essence. So this is all what it's about, is, be in your solar plexus and your intuition, and focus on what is true to you, and don't worry about what other people think or what other people are trying to push on you. Just, don't accept it. Being your own true self, your own guidance.
So the first one that came out was Inner Earth. You'll survive
Oh
this.
shit.
New solutions and beginnings. So this is exactly what Spirit was just saying through Jeannie. This is find a new way, create a new way. It's your choice to do what you want, and whether you accept or not. Again, all the blues and greens. This is a very, very powerful week about you learning how to communicate and accepting what's true and communicating what you want from life. And
because remember, you manifest. This one keeps flying. You're manifesting everything.
It just keeps flying around the table. And then my favorite, I love this,
Oh,
lifting
that's
the veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. Like this
right
is
there.
Yep, your clearance, you're clearing everything away. You're just starting fresh. Like clear the slate. If you want to visualize doing that, that's a great tool to use. When you're visualizing, just have that slate board, that chalkboard, whiteboard, whatever you want, and visualize whatever you want. If there's a lot of chaos in your life, whatever picture. So meditate and say, what does my life look like? What does the energy of my life look like? If you can, Spirit can present it to me on this whiteboard and see what comes up for you. It could be multiple pictures. It could be just a chaotic mess up there. It could be whatever. But whatever you see, then sit with that and then just you take control. You have the eraser. You can, clear away whatever you don't need. If it doesn't align with where you're going on this new path that you're trying to carve out for yourself, then do it. And I don't say carve like it's a tedious thing. Like it's a smooth path ahead of you. So you have all the tools. You're just going to sand it right away.
Right. Exactly. And that's what she said. Use that whiteboard effect and just erase everything that's not.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to zero. Go back to center. Your own true guidance. And then I got the green dragon. It says helps you tune into the secret of nature. Received answers and guidance from nature align with your divine essence. And like right there, this, there, all that green, heart, and it's like you hold the key. So you have the key to unlock your divine essence, to your true self. You have the key to unlock and manifest whatever your heart desires. So, be mindful of where your mind's at and where your heart is paying and focusing attention.
My God. Peacock. Protect your heart from those who may cheat before they hurt you. So again, there's a lot of that energy this week. There's a lot of this not owning somebody else's issues, not just protecting your heart, using your heart as that filter to guide you through whatever's going on, and trying to keep that mindset that you are in control at all times. So you don't have to accept somebody's bad behaviors. You don't have to be on board with somebody's bad choices. You can say, I choose not to partake in this mess anymore. This is not in alignment. You are not in alignment with me, and so it's time to just start fresh. So if that means like a new job, there's a lot of energy of change.
Can I see it?
And there's a lot of energy of change there. And so that tail feather is just fanned out, big, proud, like, look at who I am, own it, own who you are, not who somebody tells you are, or that vision. Don't own that. That's not you. This whole week is about you claiming your sovereignty, claiming your power, and moving forward with strength, saying, you know what, I don't deserve this energy. I deserve something better. And if it means changing a job because you feel like you're not valued there, you're not respected, if it means leaving a relationship, so be it. It's going to be something different for everybody.
And protect your heart, but don't shut your heart down.
Exactly.
Like, don't shut it down and don't block it. Just protect it, but not, like, surround it with light or something so that no negative stuff, but don't shut down, because that's defeating everything here.
Mm-hmm.
And this one was calling to me. So air dragon helps you rise above earthly matters, communicate honestly, bring inspiration and hope, see life from a higher perspective. So there you go.
And that's where this card comes in, because I kept hearing it's time like to end your day just being grateful. I kept seeing this vision of people just standing outside, at sunset or at sunrise or whatever works for you, but just starting your day and ending your day in a state of gratitude and saying, you know what, I did great today. Give yourself kudos. Like, but just being out in nature, doing things, just standing there and owning your life, owning your strengths. Like that's what I kept seeing over and over and over.
And if you're looking at at a higher perspective, then you're not dwelling on the bad stuff that happened. You're focusing on the good stuff that happened, and then then more and more will come from that, because you're not, if you can get out of that lower 3D
Frequency.
yuck, oh, this happened and oh, that happened. If you get in that higher perspective and like, oh, but this happened and oh, this was so good, and like and end in gratitude, start and end your day in gratitude, you will have so much more to be grateful for, because it'll just keep flowing to you.
And that slate, that's when something negative happens, just put it onto that whiteboard. You don't own it. That's that safe space that you can put all that negativity. If something happened, that say you wake up and you had a bad day at work or something, you sit in a quick meditation right after it happens, so you don't have to hold it on heavy on your heart all day. You sit right when it happens and say, I'm putting that event onto the whiteboard, and then just wipe it off. You no longer have to deal with that. You no longer, and then write on that whiteboard, visualize all the good things that came out of it. It's about manifesting that higher perspective, that different frequency, raising your vibration so that you don't have to stay in that muck. You're choosing differently this week.
And things usually happen for a reason. So if you can, even if you don't see it like today, like if something happened today, if you look down, just be open to the lessons, to the goodness that'll come out of it. Because if you're open to that, you'll see it. Even if it's a week, a month, a year, you'll see what, oh my God, like that makes so much sense why that happened. And and then that's the different higher perspective, because everything happens and it unfolds perfectly, because we are all perfectly imperfect. That's my favorite thing. I'm perfectly imperfect.
That's my mantra. Elephant spirit, learn from the past. So elephants are known for their wisdom, like they represent wisdom. And oh, that's so beautiful. And this is about just like what Jeannie was just saying. Don't hold on to something. You can learn from the experiences you've had. You probably repeated whatever's going on this week for you is probably a repeating pattern of something from the past. So what did you do last time? Did it work for you? Try something different. Try a new approach to it this week. And so that whiteboard technique might be a great thing for you. Going outside, meditating and doing those things, just releasing anything that happened. Take time to honor yourself. So if you have something troubling, don't let it sit on that heart. Like Jeannie said, just protect it so that it doesn't, but don't harden it. Don't turn it to stone. Don't block it off from everything, because that is the center, the chakra center that governs everything. It connects your earthly material world, and it connects your heavenly world. Boy, am I having a funk today with that.
Well, and the other thing is, if you have a hard time visualizing the whiteboard, write it down on a piece of paper and burn it, or however you rip it up. That's like a releasing technique, because some people have a harder time using their imagination. So if you actually need to write it down, let it go, burn it, rip it up, throw it away, get rid of it. You're letting it go. And you're saying, this isn't mine.
Yep. And then this deer spirit, it's bring a gentle touch. It is an 18. That's just caught my eye. So that's a 9. That's a completion. So as this week ends, as these events during this week end, or they, and you do let them go, just be gentle with yourself. Just remember to, take good care of yourself. Have some self-care techniques that you can do for yourself, something to bring you some peace and comfort while you're going through this. It might have a little bit of a ups and downs this week, it feels like, but ultimately this is it's almost like a mini challenge. So like, those shows like the gladiator shows or whatever. So there's this is one of your hurdles. These are your week. This week is going to be a hurdle kind of week, where it's ups and downs, but it's all in your control. You have the ability to
look at that higher perspective.
Yep. something happens Monday and you make a better choice, so Tuesday might be a little smoother for you. You know, it's all in where your frequency's at throughout the week, you know.
Exactly.
So
And then I got go outside. That's important. I mean, even if it's snowing, I know some of the world is snowing and it's horrible out there. Go outside, even if it's just for a few minutes, and get some fresh air and soak up nature. And it says it's time to go outside. Time in or tune into powerful piece of nature wherever you are and feel it one with the habitat. So I love spending time outside. Like, so even if it's windy or something, you know, whatever, spend time outside as much as you can, because that grounds you and that helps you stay centered and focused so that you can release all that muck and keep going forward.
It's a beautiful world. Don't forget to enjoy it.
Yes, definitely.
So I guess that's I feel like everything's been said that needs to be said. So
Love and light.
love and light. Have a great week.
Yes.
I see it now.
Oh, it says.
Oh, yeah.
It says something.
Yeah, just
Stargazing. Yeah, I need to get back to stargazing.